Whoa, you're muted.
Are we on, Billy?
You're on.
Perfect. Thank you, everyone. Welcome to eXp Commercial Explained. This is Thursday, and we are excited to bring you the engine behind eXp Commercial. Jim and Stephanie are out traveling. They're at the eXp Realty Sprint. One of them is in Nashville, the other is in DC, so we're dividing and conquering. I am Bernard Abloa, the Director of Marketing. I have my wonderful co-host, Helen here, who's a commercial manager, operations manager, and we have an amazing in store for you today. We also have Billy, we have Lindy, and we have Bailey, who will introduce themselves, and let's go ahead and get started. Helen, how are you feeling today?
I'm feeling absolutely amazing, Bernard. This is going to be, an off-the-wall conversation we're going to have with our team, who we are behind the scenes, what we're here for. As we know, operations, we're often seen as the face of the organization. We're a team. We're a conduit between our executive staff and our agents. We're here to ensure efficient day-to-day operations, from implementing process to procedures to helping support our agents, providing mentorship for them, the education. We're here displaying our standards, and that's the strong team that we have here. So this is going to be a great conversation.
It's so wonderful to see the behind the scenes. When you lift the curtain, I think Billy says it's really well. It's like behind the scenes, a wizard behind the scenes, right? So what an amazing team, and what a wonderful experience to share what your knowledge is to the entire group. So let's go ahead and get started. I'm going to go to the next slide. Obviously, eXp Realty and eXp World Holdings and eXp Commercial is built on innovation and technology. You've seen Blockbuster, you've seen Circuit City, you've seen the traditional real estate brokerages. Obviously, we are trying to disrupt the commercial real estate industry by bringing to the table eXp Commercial.
Most definitely.
So,
go ahead.
So let me ask you, Helen, what do you think about, this whole concept of, we're one brokerage and not a franchise?
Right, exactly. Obviously with the franchise, you have the overhead, you have the desk fees, a much smaller group of individuals to work with. You're pretty much confined in your area. But with our model, we're communicating with people across the globe. We have such collaboration. Look at us here. We're all on this, in this conversation, on this platform, yet we live throughout the United States. The amount of real-time information that could be set across our platforms, and along now with all the international collaboration we're doing, we have a power. And, obviously there are no desk fees. You can work from anywhere. We have people conducting their meetings in a cafe, but in our eXp world, we are one. It is our world that allows us to strive and elevate our careers, along with making new relationships. So there's a lot of benefit to our model versus your typical franchise.
That's so amazing. Bailey, Billy, and Lindy, I would like you to go ahead and introduce yourselves to the audience. So that way we can start hearing about your backgrounds and also what you are doing with eXp Commercial.
Yeah, I'll start off. My name is Billy Allen. I am the Brokerage Excellence Coordinator at eXp Commercial. I help support all our agents, but I also help support our core team in finding processes and looking at procedures so that we are compliant and that everything's moving smoothly. So I like to find solutions to problems that may not exist yet, and I love collaborating with my team and working, through things, because I think that's what makes it super fun and exciting. And when you can really own, a situation, working with agents and, the tools and services that we offer, because things happen, but that's what we do. We roll up our sleeves, and all of us here, we all jump in and help as much as possible. So thank you.
Absolutely. I'll go next. My name is Lindy McNeese, and I am the Commercial Operations Specialist. I'm responsible for a lot of the onboarding that takes place, making sure that we have the white glove approach to whenever you join eXp Commercial, that we get you through from beginning to end as seamlessly as possible. I also handle our Accelerate program and our Advisor program. That's for the junior agents that come in. We like to welcome anybody and everybody into eXp Commercial, and we will put you into the Accelerate program if you need a jump start to commercial.
Awesome. And I'll go next. My name is Bailey Kinnemer. I'm the marketing coordinator for eXp Commercial. So I work really closely with Bernard, just making sure that all of our services are being promoted, and marketing and messaging and digital media, everything is up and running, and eXp Commercial, the brand, the name, everything is out there. So just making sure that everybody knows about eXp Commercial and everything we have to offer.
What a fantastic team. Thank you all for sharing. Helen, we have the privilege of working with each and every one of these individuals. What an amazing talent. This is why eXp right now is one of the fastest growing brands in North America. I believe this slide actually needs to be updated. We're over 50,000 real estate professionals globally, and obviously one of the Glassdoor's best places to work because of the people that we work with.
Most definitely.
Let me ask you, why are people coming over to eXp Commercial?
Well, other than, again, as you stated, being able to work internationally, being able to collaborate. I mean, we're very agile, and, there's a big difference from, your typical franchise fees that you would normally pay. So here at eXp Commercial, there are no desk fees. There are no royalty fees. There's no franchise fees. It's an 80-20 split. There's a $20,000 cap, a small $250 monthly tech and cloud fee. You have your transaction broker review fee, your $100 risk management free, but that $250, the amount of tools alone that we provide you to help accelerate your career is unimaginable. I mean, we have, platforms and business affiliates that we work with. We can give it to you for that price for $250. Whereas if you were outside, one person alone would spend over $1,500 just by trying to tap into those platforms to help build their business. So that alone is a benefit coming over to eXp Commercial.
That's wonderful. And then the ops side, Lindy, I know you're seeing a lot of the new brokers coming in. How are they feeling about, the model?
I think that it's a completely different platform than most people are used to seeing. And, once they get in and they really dive in to the eXp world, and they're able to see how many relationships and that they can build all around the world, really. One of the things that we love and we pride ourselves on is that really with the click of a button, you can reach somebody 16 states over from you. You can get a hold of somebody to refer some business out, or, we have over 900 million in referrals from our eXp Realty agents already that has happened, since we've started and went live on November 1st. So, just the platform that this is and the relationships that you can build across this organization is just unheard of.
Yeah. And I just want to talk a little bit about the tools that you see on the screen. We have so much in that $250 fee that you're paying for. And, even though you see these tools, there's a lot of other things happening behind the scenes and in the background that, we don't even talk about. But with the tools here, it's build out elite, that's your CRM. You can make some flyers to show your properties. That's where you're going to be your listings. With eXp Commercial on our website, you are shown as an agent. People can search for you using that. So when you update your profile, update a nice photo, people can find you through our website. They can also find your listings and they can search, different categories so that, you're getting the most exposure as possible. Reonomy, that is your data access. That's how you're reviewing your properties. That's how you're searching those details. And again, we have some things behind the scenes that are helping to expand that because data is important. Data is huge. And we understand that is necessary in any successful commercial real estate agent. With Agent Hub, that's one of our newest tools. So new, in fact, that there is no limitation on what that program can do yet. Mainly, it's what you need. So when you as an agent come in and explore or reach out to Agent Hub, you're just trying to find the necessity of what's going to make you successful. We could show you 50, different tools and really break them down, but until you need it, there's really no reason that's gonna help. So I always say, get dialed in, come in and check it out. And when you have questions, we connect you directly with the representatives of these companies because they're working with us, and it's an amazing partnership. And then with eXp Commercial being kind of the overall, family of pulling these tools and services together, it really is, the arms, body, and leg approach. There's each part helps in a different way. And if you are an agent who's looking to starting their commercial career or looking to expand what you've done before and learn a new product specialty type, oh man, there's so much.
Well, and if it's okay, I can piggyback on the product specialty types. So, one of the things that I have found so amazing is that we have a lot of our experienced agents their advisors is what they're calling, or in this world, is they have come in and they're all teaching to you all what their product specialty is. And so if multifamily is something that you're extremely interested in, then there's a multifamily committee member who is teaching a multifamily class. If it's land, retail, industrial, hospitality, we have experienced agents who are out there right now that teach those on a daily basis.
That's amazing. Yeah, one of the things that really attracted me to eXp is the tool set, is the, as you mentioned, the committees, because what a great way to learn, right? My whole career was spent in technology and innovation. When I saw the tool set that leadership was bringing to the boards, let's take an example of Agent Hub. Marketing automation is very big. We see that 20%, if you implore and you apply marketing automation to your business, it increases sales by 20%. The reason why is because all those things like website development, funnel builds, emails, text messages, social media, it takes time and resources. And usually that time and resources was really privy to the large corporations. But we're giving the individual agent and broker that tool set to their disposal. And how powerful is that, right? That's how we grow our whole model of the event model, is because social media, because of email marketing, because of the leads and funnels. So wonderful, wonderful, wonderful. Let's talk a little bit about forums and why this is important to the brokers.
Yeah, no, we definitely, we've partnered with AIR for, we obviously, again, these are the tools that we're providing for our agents. In order for you to be successful, we're here as your platform, your mainframe to help support that. So, we've designed and we've partnered up with partners again to help provide these for our agents. These are customizable. They're available on demand with our SkySlope platform, where this is what we use in order to generate an audit and keep the lines of communication while you're going through that transaction. Lindy, did you want to touch base a little bit more on the IAR forms, since you are specialty on that one?
Sure. So these AIR forms, one of the things that Stephanie Gillison has done is she's been able to get these AIR forms into all 50 states. That is not something that typically any brokerage will do. They don't provide, universal forms that can be utilized for you. A lot of times you have to go out and get an attorney, or you're going to have to go out and, create the documents yourself and then have attorneys review them. We're providing everybody with these AIR commercial real estate contracts and forms in all 50 states. So that is something that is really helpful, because, it helps make your business move along a lot quicker. You can, process things much faster by having these forms to utilize. And we keep those in our SkySlope system, which is our transaction management system. So it's at your disposal at any time.
Yeah, what a time save, what a resource save as well. My wife is an attorney and I know the billing rate per hour. And imagine, going to hire an attorney to build out these forms could be very expensive. I know because she bills me all the time. All right. So we talked about a little bit of tool sets. We talked about the partnerships. Let's talk a little bit about why this is important, the tool sets. When you're able to upload your property listings, it gets pushed out to a number of property listings, right? So from Office Space to Realty Zap to Property Shark to Yardi, these are some of the big platforms in the technology space. All you need to do is upload it once in our platform and it gets pushed out and distributed. So a lot of eyeballs, obviously in the world of web, traffic is everything. The more that people can see the property, the more that they'll engage with you. Let's talk a little bit about why the equity opportunity is important at eXp.
Well, I mean, who doesn't want to acquire stock for doing what they love? I mean, this is what we offer. We are such a valuable brokerage that will definitely give you not only your real estate transactions that agents are earning commission on, but geez, you get stock on top of that. So, it's a win-win. This program helps build one's retirement slowly, step by step. And it all comes from you closing a transaction. I mean, you earn shares when you fully cap. You earn shares when you do your first transaction. You earn shares when you attract someone to help us grow organically. I mean, what other brokerage does that? You get 5% of every transaction from your commission will go into stock at a 10% discount. Mm-hmm. I mean, come on.
Right. And this isn't something that's happening, with any other brokerage. I mean, and it is a way to, like Helen said, to be able to start building your retirement, right. To start setting that up. I mean, it is something that if you haven't opted into the agent equity program and you're with eXp right now, then you should opt into it. Right. But like she said, the eXp will give you shares of stock for capping, for bringing on an agent, for your first transaction, et cetera. So it's a great way to create some forced savings down the road.
Right. And on top of that, I forgot to touch base on, we have the Icon Agent Award. That $20,000 cap that you reach, once you've achieved that, you get that all back in stock. Mm-hmm. It's this is the great culture that we have here. And a lot of people alone on that just really strive. And that's something it's a goal for them every anniversary year to strive for. Having that Icon Agent Award and coming into our world and having that badge on you and people knowing that this is what I accomplished. And on top of that hard work and dedication that they do, they get this back. I mean, it's great. It's phenomenal.
Yeah, agents become shareholders, which is amazing. And when you're a shareholder, you're an owner, right? So the revenue share plan is one of the exciting things at eXp Commercial. Can you tell us a little bit about that and how that impacts our brokers?
Yeah, no, definitely. Again, as we talk about, retirement, residual income, we are here as a brokerage, as a family, again, to help grow organically. So every time you talk about where you love to work and that individual gets touched by that conversation and they want to be part of that culture, they come onto our brokerage, we onboard them, and guess what? You get a percentage of every transaction that they close, plus you sponsor them. So not only are you organically helping us grow, you're giving yourself an extra residual income for every time they close a transaction. So it's a win-win on both ends. There's so many areas of the brokerage where one can make a really good income and a career for themselves. And this is just one of the many areas that people really enjoy attracting. I mean, there is a lot of people who really strive and have that mindset of, when I'm talking to you, I want you to feel what I'm feeling. I want you to know that this is the energy we have in our brokerage. And if you come over, or if you attract somebody else to come over, you'll get that same benefit of reaching that extra value for yourself.
And then here's some visuals of our revenue share plan chart. This is available on expcommercial.com. So you're able to download it and take a look at the comp plan. Bailey, so one of our newest members, the commercial real estate marketing coordinator, how was your experience with eXp World?
So I really think that eXp World is one of the best things that eXp offers. Just being able every day, like I'm in Tennessee, Bernard's in LA, Lindy's in Texas, and being able every single morning to get up and meet with the whole team in a conference room, but in the comfort of my own home at the same time is so cool. And I know the first day I was with eXp and Bernard said, "Hey Bailey, we're getting your office set up," and I thought, I work from home. My office is set up. I set it up. And he said, no, you have your own office in the world. It's going to have your name on it. You just go in, you build your avatar. Your avatar can dance. You can have meetings on a boat in the ocean. You can have meetings in a conference room. You can have hundreds of people. You can have 2 people. It doesn't matter. There's no end to what you can do in eXp World. And I really think it's one of the best things about this company. It's the comfort of working from home with the collaboration of being in an office. And it's awesome. If 2020 taught us anything, it's that work from home is the future, and nobody does it better than eXp.
I agree with that. And that's, going back to the relationships that you can build. I mean, I have never met any of these people on this program today in person ever, but I feel like I know everybody so well. I can hear their noises that they make, whenever things are happening. And I know if they're happy or they're sad, because we work together every day, all day. And we are in avatar world, but we are together every day. And it's, you can build relationships, and that's where that helps your business, because building those relationships across the United States and then globally, it is the best way to build your rev share, build your business. I mean, this platform is like no other. And it is definitely one of the things that, while at eXp, if you're not here yet, come on, get in here. Let's get involved and plug in, because the things that can happen in this world are incredible.
Yeah. And I think, that doesn't have to be limited to our team. That is to every single agent that walks in, the virtual door. I get so used to making comments that it's like my house, because, it's better than my house. IKEA seems to furnish our offices, which is awesome. But that's open to everybody. If you have a meeting that you want to talk to a potential customer or client, or just want to show them technology at its greatest, bring them into the world. We talk about that all the time. You can issue a guest pass. You can come into one of our events. You can come into our, national meeting, learn more about eXp Commercial. There's a saying that we put it in 99 different places. When you come into the world, we don't want you to be overwhelmed, but it's exciting. You can take a tour. Like Bailey was saying, you can ride a boat. You can go up to the top of a lighthouse. You can go out to a pirate ship and, be productive. So it's amazing.
Billy, don't you remember last year we had the soccer tournament happening in our world? I mean,
That's right.
had it was great. I mean, every state. We had a big, I know the whole soccer, UEFA, European soccer just finished last weekend, the Euro Cup, and that's what we did here. We
had an eXp World Cup.
Yeah, it was fantastic.
It was awesome.
And eXp World is so diverse. Like, you can show that in your avatar, but it comes out through, just the interactions with people. Bailey had talked about dancing. We've had concerts in eXp World. On me, that's the best spot, because you don't have to overly pay. You got prime location, and you just dancing the night away with great music. I love it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think at eXp Shareholders Summit, we had DJ Jazzy Jeff.
That's
being
right.
a DJ
Yes. There. Yep. DJ
Tons of
Jazzy
fun.
Jeff. He's coming back too.
Oh, he is for eXpCon. That's right. That's going to be amazing. This is one of my favorite slides, because I'm a firm believer in constant and never-ending improvement. Can I? Let's talk a little bit about the live training and the events and all of the amazing, let's say, trainers, facilitators, and leaders that are teaching our staff and our brokers and our agents. Tell me a little bit about that.
Yeah. So, as I kind of mentioned in the beginning of this conversation, we're here to support the agents. We're here to help educate them and expose them to as much data and online information as possible across the board. We definitely utilize our world for that. We have more than 50 hours of live training in our world from individuals who specialize in certain business practices. We have individuals who are just coming into commercial real estate. We provide them with a brand new program that we've just started. It's the Accelerate program. This 4-week course will help you or help the individual focus on what their specialty is, what really does entail being a specialty in business brokerage or in multifamily, business specifications. So not only do we help elevate them and expose them to that information they may not know about, after that, they get teamed up with an advisor, and that advisor will help mentor them, coach them through the contracts. Because, of course, in real estate school, we can only get so much. We don't get that in-depth on the street knowledge that we really would want to come out and make our lives much easier. And this is what our advisors do. They help elevate that individual to have that confidence to be able to fill out that form on the spot, to help them, provide them the lead generation, show them how they can really expose themselves as an agent on social media. Because we know today everything's on social media. Everything is available 24/7. So we provide those lessons to do so. We do have our technology tools always available on demand in our world. Not only that, we also use workplace chat, which is, kind of like the Facebook of business. That alone, the collaboration that the agents have between themselves, again, there's so many hours in the day, but if we're not available for whatever reason, we have agents supporting each other across the board. I mean, I can talk to Lindy in Arizona and I'm here in Chicago, and if we have an issue, it's built like communication and here, yep, I know this person, you can go here. So that support, what we provide them, and to ourselves as well as a team is, it's great. It's really great.
That's amazing. Yeah. What I'm really big fan of is education and growing and learning, right? So I know next month we're spinning up and starting a social media training to all our brokers. So I know that, eXp Commercial is one of the leaders in just technology and bringing it to the forefront. Social media is huge, right? Everyone is on Facebook. Everyone is on LinkedIn, businesses and personal, right? So I know a lot of times when you first wake up, some people are just picking up their phones, right? So we will be teaching in August how to successfully leverage social media so you can grow your business. So exciting times. Tell us a little bit about the healthcare program.
Yeah, this is something huge. A lot of us have been self-employed for many, many years. Of course, health is always the number one key. If you're not healthy, you're not going to strive. And we want to be healthy and we want to be able to have that backbone taken care of. So, and we know the expense of being self-employed and having that insurance expense alone. I mean, it can range anywhere from $500 to $1,500 depending on the health state of the individual. So we here have partnered with Clearwater to be able to provide healthcare for our agents at a substantial discounted price. Even with a pre-existing condition, you can still obtain insurance. You can avoid paying a lot of out-of-pocket expenses. You can avoid having that fear of, should I go to the treatment center to see if I'm okay, or will I be able to afford it at the end of the day? We're giving you that boost of confidence of, what, we have this plan available for you. Reach out. We can help you get covered and, help you stay healthy, because that's what we want. In order for us to keep growing organically, we all have to be healthy, right? We all want to have that energy. We want to know at the back of our heads, I'm not going to have a $600, $700, $800 premium that I have to pay for every month, noting that I'm on myself trying to build my book of business. That's the last thing I want to worry about. And this here is what we provide to our agents for healthcare.
And I just want to jump in here really quickly to quote Jim, because it is a great saying. And Jim is our president of eXp Commercial. His saying is health is wealth. And, one of the biggest things recently, we had a speaker for agent healthcare, and it was amazing because, I learned from their, going through the presentation that there's a team there just waiting for you to call. And if you're looking for a program, they'll tell you what you need so that you aren't overspending, so that money that you're paying for the healthcare is working for you. And it's not something that you don't need. We are so used to every plan, kind of being like, you only have two options. Well, with Clearwater and Agent Healthcare, they have a lot more options, and they're more customized with having that interaction. Again, that's where eXp excels because of that collaboration and the interaction that we have. You're doing that with our partners as well. You're just moving along and saying, what is this? And I think that I love getting that question. I love when people constantly ask, like, tell me more about this program and how do I get started? That's the best question. How do I get started? Because once you take that first step and you really dive in, you begin to question, why did you never do this before?
Love it, Billy. Yeah, health is wealth. Really appreciate it. Let us talk a little bit about workplace and why this is so important.
Yeah, so I touched a little bit about it earlier. The importance of workplace is not only being able to collaborate with your, with the agents in your state. You're able to collaborate with agents across the board, any state you live in or anywhere. It helps you stay connected with your state team. We try and push as much updates, information, the exciting things, videos on demand for the education. It's our, it's like a mobile, world just with workplace. It's our communication. It's like our telephone of, I got to pick up and call. Well, let me check on workplace and see, what's new today. So it keeps us in line. We have newsletters that come out on a weekly basis to let you know what's coming through the pipeline, live events, because now we're starting to do some live events. It just keeps you connected with our world. And, that's one thing I really express to agents when they come on board is make sure you stay connected in our workplace, because you'll know who's who, what's coming down the pipeline, what you should be really, tuned in with. Oh, we have a new update. Here you go. That should be one of the first things you open up when you have your cup of coffee in the morning. It's like when you go on Facebook or Instagram, you want to see what's going on. Same thing with workplace. That keeps you connected with what's going on in our world.
And I just want to add to that too, Helen, you did an amazing job talking about workplace. With workplace, you can do chats with all the staff members, with members from eXp Realty, members of eXp Commercial. I mean, really anybody who's under eXp World Holdings that has access to workplace, you can workplace them. If that's a chat, you can also call them through the app. You can download it on your phone. So it's, on the go, because one of the biggest things is time. Time is money. And you want to be able to have that access. And so there's really no reason why you shouldn't. I think the biggest thing that I hear from agents is when they experience workplace, they'll say, what group should I join? You definitely have, there's so many. But it's a good question to ask, because, what's the value is, we have our own official eXp Commercial workplace groups. On each one of those, there is a pin post. So if you're familiar with the social media setup, that's the top message that you can come back to anytime. And you click the more, and it just gives you all this information. It gives you Google sites that we've created to keep you informed. Training sites. It gives you how to contact your designated managing broker, because everybody has that opinion before they experience the eXp world. They're so used to the brick and mortar experience that when they come into this virtual experience, that they don't really know how to necessarily ask the questions and who to ask. So we always point you to talk to your designated managing broker, check with your state groups, see if they have state meetings look and see what kind of content on Workplace that they have, because that is the first front of collaboration and communication between those groups.
Agreed.
That's wonderful. Yeah, it's a fast way to stay in touch with everyone and always be in the know. So what a wonderful tool, both on desktop and mobile. All right, so live events are also back. We have some upcoming events, our biweekly national commercial meetings, which is with all of our eXp commercial brokers. We have what Lindy mentioned, the product specialty group committee meetings, and that's happening monthly in eXp World. This covers industrial, retail, multifamily, cannabis. We're always adding to these product specialty groups. My favorite is the technology committee, right? We have a whole group of committee members that are looking at CRE tools, commercial real estate tools, each and every one of them, to make sure that we surface it to leadership and that we invest in the right tool sets. We have eXp Commercial Explain, one of our favorites that we're happening right now on this Thursday. And then our eXp Commercial Live. Live events are coming to each city. Right now, it's in North Carolina. We'll be in Dallas, Texas, DC, Florida. So keep a lookout on expcommercial.live. And of course, Billy, I want you to talk a little bit about the Commercial Real Estate Symposium. You have intimate knowledge of the speakers and the presentations and what's happening and the training going on there and why that's so exciting.
So we've done this type of training, 3 times before, and this is going to be our 4th time. And every time, since I've come onto the team, this is my 2nd, but every time, because I can see from the previous recordings and how hard our team has worked to put this together, it has evolved and it's amazing. And this time around, we've really added a lot of, because it's built around the core of introduction to eXp Commercial, and this training happens from the NCREA, and that's Tuesday through Thursday of that week. So if you don't know anything about eXp Commercial or commercial real estate and want to just go through a certification class to understand more, maybe it's something that you're wanting to explore, those days are going to be super vital to you and exciting, and it's going to be in our private campus. So this is new for us. Every single time we do this, we always are pushing it. We're trying to make it better. We listen to our agents and the people that are coming. And this event, I get so excited. I'm just kind of like rattling on. So I'm going to slow it down just a bit and take a breath. For everybody who wants to come to this, it doesn't matter if you're, licensed in commercial or a member of eXp, period. If you are in an outside brokerage or have your own company and are looking to learn more about eXp Commercial, check this out. And on Monday and Friday, that is going to be our more advanced session. This is where you're going to learn a lot more about eXp. You're going to learn about the tools and services that we have, about our amazing leaders and, chair people that, are head of these committees. They're going to be the ones that talk about this, and it's going to be unique. It's really great because everybody has a different amount of experiences when they come into eXp, whether you're already an agent or whether that you're looking at going into commercial real estate. It's important, and we acknowledge it, and by doing that, we've created this symposium. So I beg you, if you do not check this out, you're going to be really missing out, because this is a huge event for us. And we like to hold on to this, once a quarter, but every single time it's different, and we don't want you to miss out. So if you've been to the intro to commercial before, please still attend, register. And that's how you're going to get access to the private campus. And seeing that Monday and Friday and everything that we have to show you, I think you'll really enjoy it. I
want to make sure that everybody also knows that it's free. It is a free event. So, this event, the Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, when the NCREA comes in, that typically would be a $600 charge, or fee for that. And we're able to provide it to you all for free. So, definitely a good way to get plugged into our world, to see what it looks like, to see how we're able to host meetings with hundreds and hundreds and thousands of people, what an avatar actually looks like, just how this can actually work. It is a great way to be able to come in and see what the trainings can be about, and really all about eXp.
Yeah, I'm not going to lie. I am super pumped for this event.
Mm-hmm.
It's at the end of the month. We have people registering daily. And just the powerhouses that are going to be speaking on the Monday and Friday. I will be literally absorbed in the world and just focused on what they're doing, how they've generated, where they came from and where they are and what works for them. They're going to share that information. And that's something you don't get every day.
Mm-hmm.
And we're going to
Mm-hmm.
provide this for thousands of individuals who have already registered, who are registering now. I mean, I see the numbers right now, right in front of me going up with all the registrants. So I'm super pumped for this event.
Sure. And make sure you go to expcommercial.com/event to get registered.
And you'll get notifications too. You're going to get emails about different panelists, about information, and when that private campus becomes available. And right now you can see online and through that registration, the agenda. So it's going to be amazing.
Mm-hmm.
It's going to be a fun time. And if you want to see our president, James Huang, speak at one of our live events, go to expcommercial.live. He's going to be in Nashville, Charlotte, Pasadena, Sacramento, Texas, and New York. I know it's going to be a great road trip. I was able to see him in Orange County. What a wonderful experience. It really connects owners, founders, leaders, top industry professionals in the CRE space, a live event. So go to our site and see when it's coming. 2 more questions, and we'll wrap it up since we're at the time and the hour. How does one get started?
So,
wow.
Yeah, go ahead. No, go ahead, Helen.
All right. No, I was just going to make the introduction of, you have somebody who wants to come and join our family in our collaboration. The onboarding process, this amazing team here, that's what we're here for. We help make that transition into our world, into our brokerage seamlessly. What you would do is you would go to expcommercial.com/join us. You would complete your online application. In turn, we have our integration specialist. We'll reach out to you, help follow you through those steps. We have Lindy and Billy who will connect you and be your source of information while you're joining, in case there is questions that you do have, because some people do have questions. Let's just put it that way. But that's where you would start. And then you would start getting, as you go into the further onboarding process, your tools will become more available for you. But again, we are here to help it, step by step. You will be introduced to your state manager. You will be introduced to our staff. So there's a lot of benefits while you're joining. It's very overwhelming, but we're here to make it fun for you. And I think we've really conquered that.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I think we also have, they're not here on this, but they're such an important part of our team, with onboarding and with our concierge, because if you come into the world and, grab a ticket to talk to one of them to pick their brain, they are so knowledgeable. They come up with so many great ideas. They've made our team even better in the short time that they've been with us. So we just want to give a big shout out to Chris, to Michael, to Jacqueline for everything that you do. Thank you so much. It's just amazing. So if you get a chance to see those people in our lobby, please say hello. Please thank them, because they are amazing. And, we all contribute to helping our agents and growing this company.
Any more final words for the audience?
For me, guys, coming from your mom and pop brokerage, coming from a franchise, and then jumping ship and moving my way over here, this brokerage alone has changed my life. It's changed my family's life. I'm able to, be with them rather than leaving the house. Of course, with everything going on, my kids, we're in school remote. It was much easier for me to still stay connected with them. I love doing what I'm doing, and the more people I speak with too, they share just the same passion. And it's not only that, we have a lot of fun in the background.
Yeah.
I mean, we are having a lot of fun. We laugh, we joke, we learn each other, we become our own family. And that's what the agents do as well. When they come more a part of the community, you guys all start learning each other. And at the end of the day, when you at one point are able to put a face to a name, it's like there's no time ever went. You're not meeting the person for the first time. So just that alone, I truly appreciate being able to be not only on this team, but in this brokerage. It's, I don't want to ever take it for granted.
And I love that. It's exactly right. It's a family. You'd be welcome to the eXp family with open arms. So we hope that you will consider us and you will, go to expcommercial.com and apply as an agent.
And if you do have any questions, reach out to us. There's several emails. You can email concierge at expcommercial.com. One of the things that I would recommend is if you are, wanting to know a little bit more, kind of digest, if you're like me who has to kind of see things, ask for the FAQ, because that document, that information can walk you through some important, generally asked questions that you might have yourself.
Wonderful, wonderful. Well, to the audience, thank you so much for joining us today. It's been a pleasure. To my teammates and this wonderful panel, I'm honored to work with each and every one of you. What an amazing talent and superstars. We hope to see you all at July's event. And again, go to expcommercial.com for more information. We'll see you next week. Take care.
Bye.